stepson destroys my daughter's priceless collection. Then his real dad prevents me from exacting my revenge.
How dare you? You know, let me seek revenge on this child.
Yeah, yeah.
Get out of my way.
Dole out the revenge. You know, you gotta learn about the real world sometime.
Come on,
boyo.
you know, we gotta lay down the law a little bit over here.
My biological 12-year-old daughter, Susan, likes to collect and read old children's books. Seems like an old/young soul.
Indeed, an old young soul.
Old young soul. She's become an incredible reader. And she had some problems with reading and learning before, and we were advised to encourage her to read. And ever since she started reading, which she does regularly, her skills improved.
That's amazing.
She also reads to her 2-year-old sister every night.
Adorable.
Yeah, so adorable. That's good sibling love.
That's right.
I have a 16-year-old stepson, Levy, who can be a hothead sometimes. We don't have a son-dad relationship, but I respect him, and he respects me, though he can be a little brat and act quite mean and selfish towards me and his sisters. I respect him, and he respects me, but he fucking sucks.
But I hate his ass. Your daddy can't save you now.
I'm your daddy.
Yeah.
He throws stuff away that belongs to us over small arguments and teases Susan for spending so much time reading, calling her a grandma.
I'm sorry. Like, if that's my stepson, I'm like, you're just a jerk. Like, you suck.
Yeah, and you're dumb and you
suck.
can't read.
Yeah, come on. Go read a book yourself. Maybe on Audible.
Yeah. Maybe if you can't read, maybe try listening to my voice or someone else's voice on Audible. My wife and I discussed his behavior and had conversations and agreed on punishments. But Levy would go to his dad's place whenever he causes trouble, then have his dad yell at me for wanting to discuss a suitable punishment.
Get out of jail free card, man.
Going to the dad's place. Then Levy comes home days later expecting me to let go of whatever he did every time. And it's frustrating, which I can imagine.
I can see that.
Sounds like a piece of work.
He really does, though.
I got a call at work from Susan saying Levy took her entire book collection and threw it into the pool after she refused to lend him and his friends her camera for his trip.
That is unacceptable. That is like completely unacceptable.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, think about like all these like old books that she's collected. Like that's like a priceless connection.
She's a kid.
Priceless collection.
God.
It's so bad. My wife helped get them out, but they were wet and some were torn. It was horrific because some of those books are hard to get and meant a lot to Susan as a part of her life. I was so mad at Levy, which I can imagine sounds like a little shit. I came home to have a conversation with my wife to decide on a punishment, but Levy had already packed up a small bag and went to his dad's. Bro, it's like his get out of jail free card. He knows.
He's abusing it.
Yeah, he knows he can get away with it. I asked my wife how she could let him basically run after doing this. She said he called his dad and he came to pick him up after Susan said that I was coming home to deal with this problem. Dude, all right. This guy is getting way too upset. Or this kid Levy is getting way too upset about a camera.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Like, he should honestly read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yes, or if he can't read, which he probably can't, he should listen to it. He should listen to it on Audible. And also, Susan, the little girl who has that book collection, just get all those books on Audible. And then even if shithead Levy throws it in the pool, at least it's backed up on the cloud. You can have it forever.
There's nothing he can do.
Nothing you can do, dude. Audible is forever.
So if you want a free book and want to support the OKOP show, sign up for Audible with our bio link.
Get in there. All right. So OP needs to go deal some justice because it's ridiculous. I went to his dad's house and he refused to let me see him. I told him how Levy was hiding from consequences, and his dad tried to justify why Levy was acting out by blaming me for how Susan treats him. Dude, Susan's 12. Levy is 16.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
That is no.
He even said he'd get child protective services involved if I ever try to punish him because I'm not his dad. I have no right.
This is just classic teenage, like, annoying brat.
I know, bro. It's like also like if you're like a stepfather, like how do you reprimand your stepkid?
I bet there's something where it's like, you know, legally when they get remarried, there's probably something there, right?
Yeah,
like you're a co-guardian or something like that.
Something like that.
I can still lay down this law on you.
Lay down that law.
Living in my house.
Yeah, he even said he'd get child protective services involved if I ever try to punish him because I'm not his dad and I have no right. Adding what Levy did was a reaction to my daughter being mean to him. He told me to leave because Levy won't come home till I promise not to do anything about what he did and put that in writing, like a freaking contract, trying to be like, say, like, I'm not going to do anything.
I mean, I hate this kid, but well played.
Well played. This kid's going to be a lawyer in his future.
Yeah.
I told Levy, stay there then. He's not coming back till he gets proper punishment. His dad argued it's his mom's house too and called my wife, and she asked to let this go and we'll figure out some way to resolve it. But I don't think it's fair for Susan to have her books ruined and Levy get away with it, which I agree.
Man.
Levy's a little shit.
Dang.
Needs punishment.
Yeah.
They're asking me to let it go, but this will only encourage Levy to do worse things, and I don't want to deal with it now. It's been 2 weeks, and my in-laws say I was out of line for banning Levy from coming home and are telling me to step back, but I refuse.
That's right, Daddy.
Don't step down.
Step Daddy stepping up.
But there's some edits.
Oh.
Levy's dad thinks that because I'm not his bio dad, that I have no right to punish him for whatever he does in the house. In the past, his dad caused issues when I used to take Levy's electronics, which that's like a very mild punishment, just taking someone's electronics. Come on. Then I got talked out of punishing him every time he did something unacceptable, whether to me or his sisters. I've arranged for family therapy, but Levy's dad refuses to go.
Come on, dude.
This is ridiculous, bro.
This is completely ridiculous.
Levy needs some good old-fashioned justice.
He really does.
Bam. Get this wig off of me.
Today I effed up because I hung out with my guy best friend at 3 a.m.
I don't know if it's like a guy best friend at 3. Like a 3 a.m. hangout is a booty call, you know?
It is. Like, what are you going to do at 3 a.m. other than
call that
bone?
booty? Yeah.
That's it.
Like, I think if you are meeting up with someone definitely after midnight, probably even after 11.
Unless it's like, oh, hey, we're at dinner at this place or at a club or meet up or something.
Yeah, but if you're going like, over one-on-one to meet up with someone, dude, that's a booty call.
That's a booty call.
That's a booty call.
I'm sorry.
I think before 6, after 11, one-on-one booty call.
That I 100% agree.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m., I, 18 female, got a text from my guy best friend, 20 male, asking if I was awake.
You up?
You up, baby?
You up. Classic text.
So classic.
Yeah.
So thoughtful.
So thoughtful.
Especially when it's the letter U. You know, it's like I'm being concise for you. I'm saving you
so
time
much
and energy.
time, dude. I told you I got a Polaroid camera for this girl.
Yes.
I fucking wrote a letter. I got a Polaroid camera for her. Took her to North Carolina. This girl can't even text in a timely manner. I should have just said you up. I'm not salty. It was an amazing time.
Just give it time,
I'm not salty. It's okay.
By the way,
I'm fine.
You have to keep listening to every episode to follow along in the saga because you never know when we're going to drop the updates.
Oh, yeah. The updates. Yeah.
You got to listen to every episode.
My love life. All right. Back to the story.
And he responded, to which I responded, yeah, I'm awake. We then proceeded to update each other on each other's lives. I'm currently having issues with my boyfriend, and I told him that.
Dude, when you're going to the guy best friend from your relationship problems, like you're getting into dangerous territory, yo. That's like, to be fair, one of my girlfriends has been going to me for her relationship problems.
But like, I think generally, like, it's not good. I think it can be fine if it's the right person.
Yeah, but still, it's
still dicey.
It's dicey territory, you know.
Yes, it definitely is. He tells me he wants to get out of the house, and I tell him that I want to do the same. He tells me he can pick me up and we can go to the park, and I'm like, perfect. I have a chance to clear my head. That's exactly what he's thinking too. Let's go at 3 a.m. and clear our heads.
Yo, you're going to be polishing that head.
His head is going to be clear.
His head's going to be clear. Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
He's going to be shooting ghosts into that night.
By the time he gets to my house, it's around 3 a.m. We go to a park because I wanted to swing, but it was way too dark. So then we go to a gas station. He buys me snacks. And then we go to the park by his house with no swings. Okay.
I guess they were looking for swings.
I guess so. Since there were no swings, we just sat in the car talking like normal, and we even played a little music. At this point, his seat is leaning back, and he looks to me and asks if I want to do it.
What's it?
Fuck.
I love when you just wait for a sec and then just don't beat around the bush.
Just
Bushes
slap it on you, baby.
Going straight through.
I look at him and laugh because he had to be joking, right? Sweetheart,
it's 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m.
You're alone in a park.
Read the room.
Read the park.
Read the park. Read the car. Read the car.
Yeah.
No, he was serious. I told him, what the fuck? You know I have a boyfriend. And he said, well, you guys are having problems anyways.
Just because there's a goalie don't mean I can't score.
I was in shock. He looked salty and I said no. Wait. He looked salty that I said no. And that... Oh. He looked salty that I said no, but I was salty that he even asked.
Yeah, she's thinking, "Oh my God, my guy friend! Like, this is just my guy friend."
Yeah, we're just dishing, we're just spilling tea. No. Maybe if it was like, hey, could we meet at 12 on a Sunday or something? PM.
PM. Yeah.
PM to be specific.
PM. I always get my AMs and P. Like, why do they start
stupid.
AM at 12?
It's dumb.
That's so dumb.
Why don't we start days when sunlight comes out? Because you say early in the morning is 2 a.m. I'm asleep at 2 a.m. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm awake at 6:30 when the sun is out.
Yeah.
So
it's night. It's night still.
We need to fix these things.
These are the things that must change.
That's right.
I like how they change daylight savings,
Yeah. They
Yeah,
just
made
do
a
it and then
laws,
they don't. And then
yeah. You know they got rid of it. Didn't they get rid of it recently?
It's 100%.
I think so.
gone.
I thought, or
That's good.
Maybe I heard. That's good. Fuck daylight savings.
Yeah, I need my son. I was hurt and disgusted, and I didn't tell my boyfriend until 5 p.m., to which he proceeded to be mad at me because I should have told him earlier.
She told him same day.
Same day, I think, is okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But there's an update.
What's the update?
A lot of you would be happy to know that my boyfriend and I aren't together anymore.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Big surprise.
Yeah, really. It's not due to this. It's due to the past problems that we haven't solved. Makes sense, I guess. Both of us were too immature for an actual relationship, and we both are at fault for many different things. Okay? Mature, I think.
Taking responsibility.
It sucks, though, because this is the first person I've truly ever loved, and I know you guys are going to be like, well, how could you love him? You're 18 or whatever.
I feel like some of the most intense emotional experiences are when you're super young and in love.
Facts.
So
yes. Honestly, to answer your question, I don't know. But what I do know is that I have done and would still do anything to make him happy. I don't even know what to say. I wanted to answer a lot of questions. I honestly thought it was strictly platonic between me and my ex-friend.
Oh, ex-friend, ex-boyfriend and ex-friend.
Bro, she's stacking up the
cutting it all
over
off.
Here. Good God. It's tic-tac-toe up in this bitch. I am no longer friends with that person. I don't know what else to write now. My head is fuzzy and I'm currently bawling my eyes out.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, I love when everyone's sad and in the most depressed state. They're like, I'm bawling my eyes out.
Either they're crying or they're fucking furious. They're sorry, my grammar's bad because I'm slapping my keyboard. Oops, I didn't break that.
Yo, yeah, that keyboard's kind of funky too.
Oh, this is straight from China, not nice.
No.
Shit.
Did it treat it nicely or it'll defect on you?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Whisper sweet nothings into its ear, John. But damn, bro. I mean, I think it is fine for you. Okay. Well, question for you, John.
Yeah.
If a friend has feelings for that other friend and they're in a relationship, is it always a dick move to confess those feelings?
I I don't necessarily think it's a dick move. It definitely depends. Like if you have like an awful, terrible, like partner, like an actual someone partner that's actually terrible. The person has a partner that's actually terrible, and you're like, okay, look, like I just want to be honest and get this off my chest and like let you know how I genuinely feel. I think that scenario could be fine. But this guy, he was just trying to get it. So this is not that. But I think there are scenarios where it probably is okay. But I think most scenarios, it's like,
yeah, it's pretty tough.
You gotta let, like, if you actually care about them, you have to let them be happy, and also it's their life and decisions.
Yeah.
So like you can't like make their decisions for them.
Yeah, but if you, let's say in a different scenario, right? Like this guy, is like, hey, I know you've been going through some relationship problems, and I'm always here for you, but I just want to let you know, like, since like talking with you about this stuff and really like being there for you, I think emotionally I'm developing feelings for you. And I don't really know what to do with those, and I don't expect you to reciprocate, but this is how I feel.
What do you think about that? That's how you have to say it. But the problem is, I think the problem is, you are unintentionally taking advantage of a vulnerable scenario.
Yeah.
That's the issue. So like this person is like, oh, I'm having problems. Even if you don't intend that to be the case, you're kind of preying on a vulnerable situation.
Yeah. One of my like good friends had that happen to her when she lives abroad, but like she was going through some like tough times with her boyfriend, and then one of her best guy friends that she's known for years, like at that moment confesses his love for her. And initially she was confused. She's like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's really got to be really hard for the woman. She was just like, oh, here's some, which is fair. Like friends help and support each other. So it's like, here's a friend that's like listening, hearing me out. And then all of a sudden, right at the moment where it's like, I'm in a vulnerable place, they like put you in this awkward thing. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think it would have to be like, it would have to be after the relationship ended.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah.
Now, if it's like a really crazy, terrible scenario, maybe, but like
if it's a crazy, terrible scenario, I think even if it's a crazy, terrible scenario, it's not it shouldn't be. It's
really, 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 really bad, then.
But like, no, even if it's really, really, really bad, I like what does, you can say like, hey, like this is a relationship.
If her safety is in danger, that's what I'm like.
I think, all right, I'm saying even if her safety is in danger, I think you should say like, hey, like
get out of the relationship.
Get out of the relationship. Yeah. This is not good for you. But I don't think
you confess your feelings there.
I don't think you confess your feelings there, totally. Because that goes back to like, regardless of what they're experiencing, they're still in an emotionally vulnerable spot, and to capitalize on that moment for your own like relational benefit, feels a little wrong.
If the best way would be you do that, and then afterwards, and then you confess it, and you're like, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like unintentionally like preying on your vulnerable scenario. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like I was trying to do the best I could by you, at least making an effort to.
Yeah. Hey, so now we got the blueprint.
There we go.
If you got feelings for your friend,
just fuck them at 3 a.m.
No, God, nah.